I'm hanging out here in the outfield in what's called the left field lounge at Duty Noble Field. It's a fantastic spot to watch a game. You got barbecues everywhere the eye can see, tailgating, fans everywhere out here for Mississippi State, and a great spot to watch home runs fly all over the field. And that's what we saw here on Saturday afternoon as Mississippi State crushed 5 home runs today. A lot of them landing right out here, the left field lounge, as South Carolina lost the middle game of this series 11-4 to the Bulldogs. This was a very rough game for the pitching staff. Jarvis Evans Jr., who's been very good for most of this year, got the start on the mound. He ended up giving up 6 runs in 2 2/3 innings of work, gave up a pair of home runs, one in the first inning, then another in the third, and then he came pretty close to getting out of his second jam of the afternoon. He got out of one in the second inning, but then in the third, after walking 2 batters to load the bases with 2 outs, he gave up 3 runs, and that would be the end of his day. And that would kind of be the theme for the pitching staff the rest of the day, as the bullpen came in, and every reliever who came in this afternoon gave up at least 1 run. Cooper Parks was probably the best reliever to throw today, since he only gave up 1 run in 2 1/3 innings of work. But everyone after that gave up a solo home run in their outings, and that was a really tough spot for the offense to come back from, as 11 runs were given up, as I mentioned. But offensively, the Gamecocks did have their chances to get themselves back in this game. They fought back to make it a 2-run game after Henry Kazmar, who went deep twice today, hit a 2-run homer to begin the 5th inning scoring, and then Blake Jackson homered out to left field here down the line for a solo shot. But that would be the final hit of the day for the Gamecocks, as they went without a hit over the final 4 2/3 innings of this game. And got to give a lot of credit to Mississippi State's pitching staff today. They did very well in this game, and specifically Chase Hungate, who was the star of the show there, striking out 4, walking 1, and didn't allow a single hit out of relief as the only Bulldog pitcher to throw after Evan Sierra started on the mound for Mississippi State. But again, it's a very tough game to lose here, because you had a chance to potentially win the series today. You're coming off a really nice performance last night in game 1. But for as good as the pitching was last night, to hold this offense to 3 runs, all of which came in the first inning, the bullpen and the starting pitching just didn't have it today. And that's kind of been a common theme here a lot lately, and it was the case today. So the Gamecocks still have a chance to win this series, though. They'll go for the series win in the rubber match tomorrow afternoon. First pitch will be at 2 p.m. on SEC Network Plus. Paul Maneri is not named a starting pitcher yet. That's something that he and pitching coach Terry Rooney will decide on, but it very well could be Matthew Becker, Brandon Stone, who both haven't pitched this weekend yet, and they seem to be the most likely options, but that remains to be seen for right now. So again, South Carolina suffers an 11-4 loss here on Saturday afternoon in the middle game of this series with the Bulldogs. So for GamecockCentral.com, I'm Jack Veltri.